Alright guys, time for the Two of Cups. And traditionally, this card has a man and a woman holding two cups. And there's a, a caduceus in the middle? I think that's how you say it. That's a word that I always read, but I never hear anybody say it. So anyway, there's a caduceus in the middle, and then the lion, and then the lion has wings. The Morgan Greer Tarot, I think, does a very good job also of expressing this card. I'm really liking the Morgan Greer Tarot the more I use it. So if you look really close, these two cups, like they have two little hearts on them. I feel that the artist has done such a good job of the intricate detail and really like displaying a lot more in the cards and giving a lot of symbolism. And you can also see that there's a rainbow kind of around the two cups as well that the two figures are holding. So the first thing that I notice as I look at this card is my eyes are immediately drawn to the caduceus and the lion and the wings and the yellow. And what that makes me think is a very strong union, right? The yellow feels to me like courageous. It feels like bright. The lion feels strong. It feels like the caduceus and the lion, it's like a strong union. It's coming together to make something more strong and more solid and more able to stand the test of time. And the caduceus symbol is a very ancient symbol. And it also looks just like a DNA strand. And that is something that is extremely strong. So immediately the first thing that I get from this card is two things coming together to make something more strong, to make something that will stand the test of time and be very, very powerful even. Alright, and in the Druid Craft Tarot, you can see the two figures here holding the two cups as well, and the strapping young lad is wearing a mighty fine kilt, if I do say myself. And so this card doesn't have as much of like the caduceus and the lion energy, but it does have, oh dear, there's an ancient monument in the back of this card, and I know which one it is, I just can't think of what it's called, but that is a very ancient monument, and it does stand the test of time. And this card feels more earthly and grounded, so like whatever the two things are that are coming together, they were coming together from like a very grounded place, right? They're both standing out in the middle of the field, and there's a rock in the very front of the card, so it feels to me like a very strong, a very secure union. So again, I get the same sort of feeling from this card as this card, even though it has different symbolism in it. So of course, the Two of Cups is two things coming together to make something greater. So this could be a relationship where two parts come together. This could be, if it is representing business or something, or representing a friendship, it's some sort of partnership that is taking place. And in the Thelema Tarot, there are two dolphins, which the first thing that this means to me is obviously like this union is very heart-based, right? It's very in alignment, it's very heart-based. And if you want to take this card to another level and you think of dolphins as galactic beings, you could even see it as, well, it's very aligned on a very high level, like it's a soul level alignment. So you could take that from this card if you were desiring to do that. And there's a very large moon in the background, symbolizing the harmony of the emotions, like everything coming together. So let's talk a little bit more about the feelings of this card, and if you move into the card emotionally, like how you might feel. So when I, emotionally move into the card, I feel like both parties that are coming together for something new, they are making a commitment. So this feels to me like a strong sort of like bond. It could maybe even be a contract, it could be marriage, or it could just literally be an agreement between friends because both people are on the same page. So this card also, I feel like the two in the card, they're coming together with similar intentions, they see eye to eye, they have similar desires, similar worldviews, similar visions. They're coming at it for heart-based reasons, they're not coming at it for ego reasons, they're not coming at it for like, to gain something or to get something over on the other. No, they're coming at it with the same intentions, the same values, the same sort of desires to build something that's even stronger after the union takes place. This card also brings up feelings in my body of working together over a long period of time towards some sort of goal or some sort of situation. So it might even represent someone that is a workmate, that you are like working together on some sort of project at work. Like, it doesn't always have to represent a relationship, right? But it usually does. But if you intuitively feel it, you know, it represents someone at work, well, then you guys are on the same emotional page, right? You guys get along very well together. You're very good friends. So let's go into the Two of Water. This is obviously the Two of Cups card in the Angel Tarot deck. And then in the Two of Raphael deck, we have the Caudacus lying on the beach, and then the two figures putting their hands together with the sun shining through. And then we also have the Two of Summer, which is two fairies, and she's holding a bouquet of flowers. This card feels a lot more like marriage and union and romance and love to me. Okay, so let's move into the energy of the Two of Cups reverse. The first thing that comes to me when I move into this card in the opposite is that the two people are not seeing eye to eye. They're not emotionally on the same page. One person wants one thing and the other person wants something else. So there is no coming together. Maybe there was a thinking about coming together, but when they got there, they were like, oh no, this is not going to work. It also feels to me like the energy of like being placed in a situation with someone where you have to work with them, but you don't actually get along with them and you don't actually have a say in being there. Because when the card is upright, these two people want to be there. They've both made the decision to be there, and they're excited to be there. And when the energy is reversed, it feels to me like you're either having to work with someone or having to be with someone that you don't actually want to be with, but due to outside circumstances, you feel like you have to. Or in general, maybe it just means you've just realized that this person and I are not compatible. We're not seeing the same things. We're not sharing the same values. We don't have the same desires. And we definitely don't want a commitment together, right? Like, we're no longer interested in, you know, going forward together. It's more of like okay, well, maybe we should actually reassess this and choose something different because this is not working. The other energy that comes up for this card is one person wanting to go left and the other person wanting to go right. One person wanting to do something this way and then the other person wanting to do something another way. So total split visions, split energy, and the energy of things starting to come apart. All right? Okay, so whereas this card upright very much represents, you know, coming together, being vulnerable, sharing your feelings, right? Especially this one, they're sharing each other's cups, right? So they're sharing their feelings for one another. This card, reversed, is like, we're not sharing, right? We are totally not interested in sharing our feelings with one another. We're not interested in being vulnerable. We're not interested in revealing things emotionally. We'd much rather keep our cups behind us and like walk away slowly and not share and express. So it could also mean, you know, not expressing your feelings to the other partner, or neither partner wanting to express their feelings to each other because they're not seeing eye to eye. They're not on the same emotional page and they're not connected in that way. So this is definitely a card of like disconnection and not expressing feelings, right? So maybe things are left unsaid, or there are things that you want to say that you've decided it's a better idea that you just not say them, right? The last thing that I want to bring up about this card is that it kind of brings up feelings to me of like, you don't see your partner as an equal, you see them as less than, or you see yourself as more superior than that person, right? So there's no equality here, it's inequality. One is this and the other is that, instead of both this, right? When the card is upright, oh, it's both even, but when the card's upside down, it's like, well, one energy is this and the other energy is that. So it's very much duplicity, okay? All right, let's go into the next card.